I'm now at ACG's stand, and I have to say there's a lot going on here. And Selwyn Narona is the first gentleman to join me. Very good to see you. Tell me, now you have this logo, which is Fly with ACG. What does that mean exactly?
Fly with ACG means it gives an opportunity to the customer to journey with all the way with ACG to the whole value chain, which includes machinery, which includes packaging material, which includes capsules. It's like a one-stop shop. They don't need to go anywhere. And, this is a long journey which they have an opportunity to be with ACG.
So I understand that ACG is about 60 years old. It's from here in Mumbai in India. And it's grown and grown and grown. And now you make a lot of things. So could you kind of encapsulate what ACG actually does?
Today, ACG is number 2 in the world in the capsule field. ACG started their business with capsules and then, diversified into machinery, which is capsule filling machines, tableting machines, packaging machines, packaging solutions, fluid bed dryers. Today they give also quality solutions such as inspection systems. So it's all to do with a product line within a pharma company or a Nutra company or a healthcare company to be done.
Okay, well, let's start with your area of responsibility, which is your capsules. So can we go and look at some? Because, obviously as a physician, I prescribe capsules, but I've never really thought about the technology behind it. So can you, look, obviously they're all very pretty colors, but what's the difference between some of these?
Yeah, these are all our new products which we find interest, customers find interest. If you see this product, it's called marine caps. Marine caps is made of fish gelatin. Okay, and there is a certain market available for this product, especially
Is this so that you don't have animal gelatin?
Yes, so you don't have animal gelatin, and then you have a lot of fish oils that you use in. So you could use a fish oil, so you're eating something which is fish, which they say is healthy, okay, and it gives a different product line to a customer and a different category of customers.
Okay, what are these ones?
This is clinic caps. Now, if you in pharma, when there's development to any new molecule, every product, whether it's a tablet, it is put into a double blind. They blind it, okay, and when you put it in this clinical cap, you cannot identify or see the product.
So the idea being that if you have a placebo drug or if you have active drug, you don't know which it is.
Exactly. So this is for that market, though the market is small for this, but this is for all the new molecules which come in.
I didn't know that, and I've done so many trials, ridiculous. Okay, so, and then we've got gelatin.
Yeah, this is a gelatin product, this is a regular product, and easy fit means the design, which is specially designed for high-speed machine filling.
Okay, these are very shiny.
Yeah, these are shiny, these are for cosmetic, for the ladies who like to have, to see something nice, attractive. Okay, so these
It might be the gentlemen that like a nice, shiny, attractive.
Both ways, okay, and this is something to give an attractive.
What sort of products would this appeal to?
A lot of products which are nutraceutical products and woman care products are in this shiny capsule.
And these are obviously, you can digest them still. What are they made of?
They have a special a chemical which is used to make the product, which is a silver. It has silver in it, which gives a shine into it.
Amazing, really good, and yet more going on here. So these ones,
yeah,
these remind me of inhaler capsules.
Yes, these are inhalation capsules. These are special capsules which require very little dosage, which is put in the capsule, and it should not stick to the walls of the capsule.
So these would be punctured, I assume, and then inhaled, and then the capsule is discarded.
They would be punctured, or I would say sliced, okay, to ensure that the whole drug or excipient is sucked into your lungs, and it should ensure the reason why it's called dry powder inhalation or easy flow is that it should easily flow from the capsules into the lung.
I like what you did there, easy flow. Okay, these are, I've noticed, obviously printed.
Yes.
So can you write anything you want on these?
This is one capsule which is unique. It's not done by anyone in the world. It has 4 colors, so you can have 4 different colors printed. You can have the flag of a country printed on it, okay, with different colors. And most importantly, it helps you to identify your brand. And another area which cannot be copied. So where there are countries which have spurious drugs, okay, this is a printing which will help you ensure that the guys who copy or create spurious drugs cannot, duplicate it.
Well, thank you so much. It's extraordinary. I had no idea that the world of capsules was so complicated. Thank you very much for showing me around.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, now, if we go over here, I can show you some other rather fabulous things on the ACG stand. As you can see, it's becoming increasingly busy as a lot of people come to find out exactly what's been going on. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you. Perhaps you could start by introducing yourself, your name and what you do here.
Sure. I'm Mohammad Nadir from ACG PAM. I work with all of ACG's machines for marketing them. And so everything from granulation all the way to manufacturing, processing, and packaging is something that I work with. So.
Okay, and you're based here in Mumbai as well,
Yes,
are you?
absolutely.
Okay, so we've had a really great tour of the capsule range. Okay. So what are you going to talk to me about?
Sure. So let's get started off with the capsule filling line. So since we've just come off from capsules, now to fill them with powders, pellets, or tablets, whatever suits the R&D's fancy, we have a capsule filling range called the AF series.
And you make these machines?
Yes. And we manufacture them at our flagship plant in Kandivali in Mumbai. But the components come in from our own component manufacturing facility, which has over 50 CNC machines. So what you see here is the containment solution that we provide to customers. You see that it is completely built out of one single piece of stainless steel.
And that's for infection control?
Yes, so any kind of toxic formulations that you're potentially dealing with where it might be oncological cancer drugs or hormonal drugs, which could affect the operator themselves if they are exposed to them adversely. So we make sure that the operators aren't exposed to it, but the capsules come out just fine from this exit chute right here. They go into a contained packaging line, which we provide from PAMPAC as well.
I mean, it's actually incredibly beautiful.
Thank you very much. So you can actually see here, it's very easy and convenient to use. And okay, not really.
I mean, that's what always
not in
happens
this
on
suit,
television.
no. In an operating sterile suit, though,
Yeah.
it's the most comfortable machine to use. And you have a complete IPC run interface, which is very intuitive, very easy to operate off of. So you don't really need to do anything manually. We're also working on tablet compression to work on containment solutions as well. But currently we have the ProTab machine, which is our latest
And this
tableting
makes
platform.
tablets?
Yes. So the tablet compression machine that we have launched this year is with the R&D press, where you get the convenience of making different size tablets from D-sized to B-sized tablets in the same machine, and then scale it up to your production scale immediately by just changing out the turret within 30 minutes.
So in terms of a layman like me, so you basically take your APIs and you're in a powder form and then compress it.
And then you pour it in here, all right?
Right.
And when it's into the zone, you compress it using these tools,
Right.
which we have also displayed out here, and we manufacture them.
And what sort of rate are we talking about? How many tablets does it make per
So
minute?
this particular machine is capable of up to 2 lakh, that's 200,000 tablets an hour. And we go up all the way to 500,000 tablets an hour.
That's quite a lot of tablets.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of disease we're looking to cure. We're looking to save the world, so one tablet at a time.
I mean, I think it's an extraordinary story, so thank you very much for sharing your part of that. Thank you.
Thank you. And just so that we continue saving the world in the right regulatory format, we have to inspect each and every tablet, and we have the machine just for that as well. So yeah, just doing our part for the world and trying to make it a better place to live in.
Do you know, I think the thing that's so striking to me is the fact that this is all made here in Mumbai, and I'm quite surprised by that. I know that may sound it's probably a common thought actually globally, but you know, there's no doubt there's precision here. You know, it's quality control.
It is a fact that we aren't really the best engineers across. So that's why, like I said, we have our own component manufacturing facility to ensure that the quality remains at a global standard. And we actually have partners from France. We have Italian partners like Pharmagel and German partners like Thigar and Pactec, where we partner with them for the designs, but the manufacturing is something that they trust on us. ACG particularly, because we have the kind of quality in our machines.
Well, it's wonderful. I wish you best of luck with the show. Hope it goes really well.
Thank you very much.
Very much indeed. Right, if you come with me now, as you can see, this is a rather huge stand, and we're now going right over this side, past lots of shiny machinery. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. What about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Perhaps you could start by introducing yourself. I know you're the CEO of 3 different companies. Tell us your name and what your responsibility is.
My name is Ettore Cucchetti. I've been in this company for about a year and 1 month, yesterday, by the way. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I manage 3 companies as CEO. 2 companies for trading. One is for consumable. So it's combination of strategy with the capsule. So we supply pharma agent excipients to pharmaceutical company doing formulation for the final product. The other one is a trading company for engineering solutions. So whatever the company do not produce or manufacture, we import to complete the offer or the portfolio. So like the Amazon of pharmaceutical for the SARC area. And the last one is an engineering company for inspection solutions and track and trace solutions.
I know I'm going to go and meet one of your team in a minute. It's an extraordinary story. You were telling me earlier this company is only 60 years old. It started with capsules and it's grown amazingly.
Yeah, it was an amazing journey so far. If you look around, first we are the biggest booth. We have the biggest booth in the show, but it always been like that. This show basically, let's say, the father of this show is also ACG.
So tell me, why is CPhI so important for you when you are now a very established company? Is this to meet new connections or to make sure that you keep good trading relationships with your existing partners?
It is a mix of both. I believe being in this market for so long, as far as this market exists in India, the relationship has to be for both as beneficial.
And how do you, if you're a betting man, how do you see the future, say in 10 years' time? Because it seems to me that India is moving very fast now. I think there was a period of time where it had to consolidate, where it had to get global buy-in, and quality had to go up. And I sense that is happening. Do you think this is a pivotal moment?
Yes, I think this is a place to be right now. India reminds me of China 10 years ago for some reason, where I was before coming here. With an advantage, everybody speaks English. So
I was going to say, you're Italian and you live here in Mumbai. How's your Hindi?
Not as good.
Better than mine. Better than mine.
But we have a commitment. Now we have. I'm not the only foreigner resident here. We have the R&D manager and the marketing manager for corporate, who are both British nationals. We're both, the 3 of us, we are trying to combine a training course for Hindi starting January. So a year from now, we might be fluent in Hindi.
Well, maybe I should join you. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you have a great show.
Thank you, we did.
Right, and then let's move over now to... hello there. Nice to see you. Perhaps you could start by telling us your name and what you do here.
Okay, my name is Deepak Bhattacharya and I take care of the international business for Pampac, for the packaging machines.
Now, you're responsible for this rather wonderful machine. So tell us what this does.
Yeah, this is basically a machine which is a blister machine, which is a regulatory platform which we launched, a flat forming and flat sealing machine. Okay, with a completely servo driven.
So what does it do exactly? So you've got...
Yeah, so if you look at this way, that we put the roll mount PVC and alu roll out here.
So this is like an aluminium
the roll,
foil,
yes,
is it?
aluminium. No, this is the PVC foil
PVC,
out here.
right.
And you can also mount the aluminium foil out here.
Okay.
And then it's an unwinding which is getting into the preheating station, where you preheat before you form the wave, and then the wave is being fed coming over here where you are feeding the products. It could be your capsules, what you can see out there. It could be tablets.
Oh, I see the
various shapes
capsules that are
yes,
sitting up
yes.
here, the red ones up.
So the capsules, the product would be fed from the hopper,
Yeah.
and a tablet elevator
So
would
they
be
come
there.
from the hopper
and
down
then
that
you feed
thing.
it down there, and then it should be vibrating rotatory bowl, which will put in out here. And then we have something which developed, is a very new, is called PACE. It's a feeding system, which is a feed on move.
So the paste then
Yes.
feeds into the trays.
And it moves along the web speed. And therefore, for a dedicated feeder where you have an X amount of efficiency, on the pace, you will at least have 15 to 20% more efficiency.
What sort of speed are we talking about here?
Here we are talking about a speed which is 45 cycles a minute on an average, the strokes. And when we are talking about the machine speed, okay, but overall, the feeding efficiency is something that determines the machine speed,
Right.
yeah, and the output. So what I'm saying is that therefore, the pace as a feeder, the feed on move feeder, increases the efficiency of the feeding. And the number two is that when you have a very intricate shaped tablets, which cannot be fed in the dedicated feeder or manually because the speed is very high,
Yeah.
then you need to have a feeder called pace where you can, automatically feed those tablets in.
Okay.
Okay.
And so what does the rest of this do?
Yes, and then what happens, once you feed that, then it passes through the camera. We have an online vision system where every cavity, every blister is being photographs taken. You want to understand that within the blister whether any
So
non-film.
you want to make sure that it's intact.
If there is any
there's no-
broken tablets,
Yeah,
if
right.
there is the tablet with a hairpin line, you don't want this blister to pass on as a good blister. So all those detections happens in this console. Now this console is a 21 CFR Part 11 compliant. The entire machine, the entire line is 21 CFR Part 11 compliant. When you are looking for your products to be, exported to US markets, we talk of FDA compliance.
So this is all about quality control, making sure
This is
it
all
fits
about,
those.
if I can tell you about this, you look at, here, this panel is completely UIE experienced panel.
Right.
Where you have the zoom in, zoom out, multi-touch facilities, all these are there. And if you can go in, go out, and I will just tell you, look at the audit reports. You look at the
So you
audit
can see
reports.
exactly what you've done.
Yes. And then the column here, what it does is basically it's generate the alarm reports.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Great.
shift-wise, what all alarms are coming into the machine, what actions you have
So
taken,
it's making
all
sure-
these are records available
Which is great.
with a hard disk of 500 GB. So our data, which is over there stored, which is maybe about 15 years, and this data can be then exported. The entire software is based on a SCADA Xenon software.
Okay, let me move
coming
you
down-
now to the rest of it, because
So
I have to
here-
get to the end.
Right. So here you have the sealing station where you are, this is the leading foil, which is coming and getting on the forming foil, and you are just sealing this. And after the sealing, what you have is the cooling station.
Yeah.
After the cooling station, there is an indexing,
So it seals it here, it cools
It
it
cools
here,
there,
and you've
and the
got
wave is passing
finished
through.
product here.
and then the wave is passing through a station called embossing, where you are coding it, the batch code, the expiry, all those things you are doing it here. And then it is moving. This station is called perforation, There is a cross perforation. I'll show you later about the blister. And then it is coming out here into the punching station.
Right.
And the punching station is such that the blisters can be cut and put onto the conveyor, which takes you to directly the cartonating machine. And the blister pickup that you see, it's a patented pickup by us. This is a rotary pickup system, which is a very high speed. This is patented by us.
Right.
And it's a continuous pickup system, and you put the blisters here. If there is any rejected blister, it gets rejected at
And
45
I can
down
see
here.
rejected blisters
Yes.
down here. So these are
Yes.
obviously ones that have failed to make the grade.
Felt, right. And suppose for a reason you don't want a cartonator to operate, then there is an overflow bin where you can put all your blisters down there and get collected here. Okay? And then the blisters are coming out here. Excuse me. These blisters, this conveyor, the layout conveyor will depend on the room layout. Presently we are showing as a C conveyor, but it could be straight conveyor, it could be L conveyor, anything. And then the blisters get collated here. This is a servo-driven change part free collator, where you can collate and drop the blisters from 1 blisters per carton to 10 blisters per carton.
So depending what the product is and how many you want to
Correct. And then what happens, this is an intermittent cartoning machine where, each pocket you are putting the blisters coming in out here. Here you are calling the carton into here. You're calling the carton here, and the carton would be placed over here. You can see that green belt. The carton is on this. This is the carton chain.
The cartons have now come all the way down
Yes.
here to that green belt.
And behind the green belt, just in front of the green belt, the pre-folded leaflet, the inserts will be standing vertically. And behind...
Those pre-formed leaflets,
Right. This is pre-formed leaflet.
which no one ever reads.
Yes. Right. So this is a pre-formed leaflet,
Right.
which is just standing like that.
And I assume that you mean the drug interactions, the
That is
indications.
all these related to the drugs,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
compositions, the experiments.
Do you know any patient that's ever read one of these?
Well, I personally have never read.
I don't think anyone's ever read them.
Okay, so then your inserts are happening in that particular pocket. And then the closing stations, coming here you can see the coding out there,
Yep.
where you code the carton, and then you check the photographs in terms of inspection. And then this is the closing station, where you can close the carton, and the carton comes out here.
Wonderful. That is some machine.
That's the blister and carton line complete.
Well, I'm sorry I rushed you through that because I know how complicated it is, but you did a great job. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. And that brings me very nicely to our last guest. Hi, how are you?
Good morning, I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good, very good, thank you. Could you tell us your name and what you do here?
My name is Sushil Pillai, and I handle the global business. I'm in charge of the global business for one of the group companies of ACG. That's ACG Inspection.
Now, this is the crucial bit. We've spoken a lot here at CPhI about quality control and India's place in that, and particularly on the global stage. Now, I also have to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
tell us, what did you win?
Well, we won the Excellence in Pharma Machinery Award in the Pharma Award function. So it's a huge honor, and it's a recognition of what ACG Inspection and ACG per se has been doing in bringing innovative products to the pharma industry.
Now, you're very proud of this particular machine,
Absolutely,
aren't you?
yes.
So perhaps, would you mind just showing us what the machine does that won?
Yes, but before I get there, I just wanted to give you a background of why this is so critical. You see, worldwide, counterfeiting is a major problem. In most of the product lines, in most of the sectors, counterfeiting is a major challenge. But when you talk about pharma, this becomes even more critical because you're talking about health and pharma and patient safety. So counterfeit products in the market could be a life and death situation.
Absolutely.
So governments worldwide are looking at finding solutions on how to curb this. It's very difficult to completely eliminate it, but how to curb it has been an initiative worldwide.
I think also, we've spoken a great deal about, particularly in many countries where you cannot get drugs on formulary in those countries, they're going to places like India, buying them on the internet, and you have absolutely no idea because the bottles look identical,
Absolutely.
the branding's identical, the tablets look the same,
Yes.
but there's no active ingredient.
That's right. And the joke is, on a lighter note, that at times the counterfeit products look even more genuine than the real product. So
So what do you,
so let
so
me
how
get
do
you
you
to the
counter
machine.
that?
So what we do is to be able to track and identify every pack.
Right.
So what we do is to have a unique code printed on the carton.
Okay, so you've got the BNO, I assume, is batch number. Is it?
Batch number, then
Yeah,
you have a
expiry
unique
date.
Yes, there is a product detail out there,
Yeah.
and a unique random serial number on every carton.
So, say for example, if I was to buy medication in the UK from India
Yes.
by the internet, I'm looking for these batch codes, and then I need to cross-reference back to the pharmaceutical company.
That's right. See, across the product, this is just about serialization, currently what we are talking about, but this subject is massive. We are also talking about track and trace across the supply chain. The the end objective is that every time a patient gets one of these packs, he should be able to verify whether this is genuine or not. So where it is dispensed, if you could scan this, and technology is even getting much ahead to say if you have a mobile app and you scan this.
But we
on
can't
your
do that
mobile-
at the moment, can we?
Yes, that's where the technology has to catch up there, and that's where the challenge is. But technology is progressing very rapidly.
Forgive my ignorance, but the counterfeits, are they printing batch numbers as well, but they're just fake batch numbers?
Yes, no, currently they are printing, but the difference is that here you have a unique random number which is generated by the pharma company and it is uploaded in a database. So they may print something, but when you go to cross-verify, it doesn't match. So that's the whole point.
Very good.
So the other thing is, so this is the machine that does this. So what we do is take the random serial numbers from a server onto the printer. So you print the 2D code and the human readable data here, inspect whether everything is all right, whether the printing is all right, whether it's smudged or whatever, and accept or reject it. That's what this machine does.
And this, what can you read this code with?
With a scanner.
Just with a regular
With
scanner.
a regular scanner.
Amazing.
Yeah. The reason why we won this award is, in most of the pharma companies, when you talk about packaging lines, space becomes a critical aspect. So the moment you start introducing more and more machines into the line, there's no space anymore, right? So that's one thing that we were very sensitive about, and that's how we designed this. You can see it's a very small footprint of this machine, and it's very unique. Many of the machines that are available in the market for this application are much longer.
I'm surprised how small it is.
Yes, it is. And that's the reason why we won this award for innovation.
Well, very many congratulations. It's
Thank you.
extraordinary. And, as a doctor, where we are now pushing people to buy generics, where the health services of those countries can't afford it, a machine like this is going to be vital and will save lives.
Absolutely. And that's where we are getting at. We are not even talking about the billions of dollars that the companies would save. That's from the business point of view. But we are talking about saving lives here.
Which is extraordinary. Thank you so much. That's been
My
brilliant.
pleasure.
And thank you to everyone here at ACG, because I think they've really given us something of a whirlwind tour.